Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I have a review for The Evil of Frankenstein from 1964. It comes out of this Hammer Horror Series collection. It is, of course, a Hammer horror film. And if you've never seen any Hammer films before, I highly suggest that you do. There is the description of the film, and there's the poster art, at least in this set. But yeah, if you've never seen any Hammer horror films, you've got to check them out, guys. They're filled with great atmosphere. The sets are just amazing, and they're just a good time. There's not, there's some gore for that time period, but there's nothing real crazy in them or anything. It's mainly the atmosphere and the feeling in these films that are really awesome. But The Evil of Frankenstein stars Peter Cushing, which he's here on the cover. He was in tons of Hammer films. And he plays Baron von Frankenstein, and he has an assistant named Hans. And they're trying to still experiment with bringing people back to life. They don't have any success. And Baron has been, he's been vanquished, or whatever you want to call it. He's been pushed out of his hometown of Carlsbad. I believe that's what it was called. Carlstad, something like that. And he decides, well, I'm just going to go back anyway. I want to go back to my laboratory. I want to go back and get my stuff back. And so they go back there, and they end up finding the original. We're on the way. Hans is asking, how he came up with all this stuff, and he tells the story of Frankenstein. Then it goes to a flashback showing how he made Frankenstein. And the Frankenstein monster himself is very unique, very different looking. At first, I didn't know what to think of it, because he has like this, it almost looks like a box on the front of his head. His head is really huge, and his forehead is very prominent and sticks out a lot. Like I said, I didn't know what to think of it at first, but I actually really liked this look of Frankenstein. It looks like a clay or a dried mud on his face, the way the makeup looks, but it actually works. It's different. It's really different. So after he tells a story of that, and they get back to his laboratory, they find the original Frankenstein monster trapped in ice, and they bring him back to life. Well, they try to bring him back to life, and they realize he's alive, but his brain is not working. So there is this hypnotist who is in town, this magician by the name of Zoltan, and Baron Frankenstein goes to him after he sees him hypnotize somebody and asks him if he can help him bring the monster back to life, in which Zoltan does. But Baron's way of looking at this is he's trying to find the secrets of life. He has pure intentions out of this, but Zoltan ends up using the monster for his own purposes, which aren't good at all. Guys, I really like this film a lot. It was my first time ever watching. I've had this set forever and never watched the film. It's 127 minutes long, which all Hammer films are right around an hour and a half a piece. But it's the sets are just amazing in this, and the acting's great. Peter Cushing is always awesome. Any film he's ever done that I've ever seen him in it's always a good time. He's just has a charisma about him, and he's very good as Baron von Frankenstein in this. But yeah, this set here, I think you can get it pretty cheap now, but it has 8 films on it. There you go, if you want to pause it and check them out. Really good set. But I highly recommend checking out The Evil Frankenstein if you've never seen it, guys. It's a highly enjoyable film. It's a good film, if you've never seen any Hammer films, it's a good film to start with. I'm going to give the film an 8 out of 10. I'm sure, you can find it other than on this set. I'm sure it's out there in several editions. But yeah, that is The Evil of Frankenstein, guys. I appreciate you watching. Have a good one. Later.